Hey, what's up, everyone? You are watching or listening to the My Comic Book Journey Podcast, episode 26. I'm your host, KNDY, and today's topic will be Monster Perfect Edition Volume 1 by Urasawa Naoki from VIZ Signature. So, the story and art is by Urasawa Naoki. It was first published in Japan by Shogakukan, and it was published in the USA, or the West, by VIZ Signature. And the release date was back in 2014. So what is this storyline about? And for those of you, are you familiar with Urasawa Naoki? Well, Urasawa Naoki's unforgettable thriller follows a brilliant doctor's journey into the darkest depths of the human soul. Johan is a cold and calculating killer with a mysterious past, and brilliant Dr. Tenma Kenzo is the only one who can stop him. Conspiracy and serial murder open the door to a compelling, intricately woven plot in this masterwork of a series. Everyone faces uncertainty at some point in their lives, even a brilliant surgeon like Kenzo Tenma, which is no exception. But there's no way he could have known that a decision to stop chasing professional success and instead concentrate on his oath to save people's lives would result in the birth of an abomination. So, what is going on here? The questions of good and evil and now take on a terrifying real dimension. And that's definitely true. Years later in Germany, during the tumultuous post-reunification period, middle-aged childless couples are being killed one after another. The serial killer's identity is known. The reason why he kills are not. Dr. Tenma sets out on a journey to find the killer's twin sister, who may have some clues to solving the enigma of the monster. In 1994, mangaka Urasawa Naoki, who's known for his work such as Pineapple Army, Master Keaton, Yawara, and also Pluto and 20th Century Boys, began the series Monster, which would be featured in Shogakukan's big comic original from 1994 to 2001. And later reprinted in 18 tankobon volumes. The series has won several awards, including Excellence Prize at the 1997 Japan Media Arts Festival and the Shogakukan Manga Award in 2001. And with the release in the West, years ago, the Perfect Edition features a new translation, remastered pages, and a generous amount of full color content, which was released back in 2014. Feature volumes were released 4 times a year in North America, the United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. So there are a total of 9 volumes covering the entire series. And so just want to let you know, this is a VIZ Signature, so they cost a little bit more. They're about $15 to $17. So just know that with VIZ Signature, as you're getting 2 volumes in one. The story of Monster is about a talented neurosurgeon from Japan named Tenma Kenzo. Dr. Tenma works at the Eisler Memorial Hospital in Dusseldorf, Germany, and he was given the chance to work in the country by director Heinemann. Kenzo happens to be engaged to Heinemann's daughter Eva, and with Tenma doing so well at the hospital, he has a chance to become the department director, which makes Eva happy. But Dr. Tenma is shocked when one emergency patient who came in the hospital, a patient he would have worked on, he was called in by the director to work on a more important patient. So we learned that Director Heinemann values Dr. Tenma's work, but the priority is the hospital and its business. So saving those that are beneficial to the hospital comes first. This shocks Tenma, because he looks at all patients and values them all the same, no matter if they're wealthy or if they're poor. He just wants to help them. Well, one day, while working, 2 young twins are rushed into the hospital. Their parents have been murdered, and the girl is in shock, while the boy has a bullet lodged into his head. Dr. Tenma is prepared to work on the boy, but immediately the director gives him an order to not work on him, but on the mayor. Dr. Tenma is angered by this and talks to the director and learns that the mayor is very helpful to the hospital and its hospital's best interest to have him alive. So Dr. Tenma is the best surgeon and he must do it. But Dr. Tenma doesn't. Tenma lets the other doctors work on the mayor while he works on the child, disobeying the director's orders, Afterwards, he manages to save the boy, but the mayor dies and there are repercussions. Tenma is no longer considered for director of the department, and Eva dumps him for the man who does become the director. For Dr. Tenma, he doesn't understand why these bad things are happening, and all he wanted to do is save lives. And while sitting next to the boy he saved, who is sleeping, out of anger, Dr. Tenma screams that he wishes they were dead. The following day, the director is found dead by his daughter, as well as a few others, and the twins that were rushed to the hospital have disappeared. Fast forward 9 years later, and Dr. Tenma is the director of the hospital. Investigators are working hard on a case as more and more people are being found dead. For Inspector Runge, he suspects Dr. Tenma may be involved. As for Dr. Tenma, he has no idea of what's going on until he meets a patient who reveals to him that he and his partners have killed people, but they were instructed to, and now the person who has hired them is out to kill them. Dr. Tenma is shocked and confused and then learns the truth. The boy he saved 9 years ago, Johann Liebert, is not only the mastermind of the deaths that are happening around the area. Johann is a cold, intelligent, methodical, manipulative individual and is responsible for so many deaths. This includes the deaths of Tenma's director and colleagues. Johann tells Tenma that he made his wish come true on the day he was complaining about his colleagues and said they were better off dead. So pretty much when Dr. Tenma was, after he was sitting with the little boy after operating, I guess the boy took it as literal, and he made it happen. Shocked about his reunion with the boy, now a man, Tenma realized that the boy who inspired him as a doctor has turned out to be a monster. Now Dr. Tenma leaves his job and his life in order to find this monster and also to find out what has happened to his twin sister Anna. Anna is now living with the name Nina Fortner, a teenage college student living with her step-parents, and has forgotten everything about her past, including her brother. Thinking that she has been living this normal life, but for some reason has memories of something dark from her past, which she can't figure yet out, and is seeing a psychiatrist to help her understand what is going on in her head. Dr. Tenma now knows that she may be in danger and must do what he can to find her and try to stop Johann. So, Monster is just a fantastic manga series, and Urasawa, gosh, what can you say about him? He is just a phenomenal writer. He's just phenomenal mangaka. Any title that you read that he has done, you know that you're going to be in for a great time. He has literally became one of my top mangaka in Japan, and his stories and his character designs are so captivating, thrilling, and he literally knows how to capture your attention through the storyline's pacing and makes you want even more after it's done. The character Tenma is a good-hearted individual, and his top priority as a doctor is saving lives. So it's very interesting to see his character being put through so much and having to harbor this guilt that the decision to save a boy's life has ended with so many people being killed, especially probably feeling guilty because of what he said. The boy that he saved was and is a monster, and now with so much weight on his shoulders, Dr. Tenma feels he must kill the monster he helped revive. What Urasawa is exceptional is developing his characters, definitely giving his other manga series such as Master Keaton, 20th Century Boys, and Pluto a chance. In this case, although the series focuses on Dr. Tenma, we get to see these other characters coming to play in the storyline. May it be the twins, Johann and Anna, Inspector Runge, the boy Dieter, or his ex-fiancée Eva. He knows when to utilize the other characters so well that you wonder how these characters will fare in the end. Will they survive? Will they die? So I really am proud and happy to have read this manga series because, trust me, Urasawa Naoki's work is just top notch. It's just one of the best out there when it comes to manga. And with the release of Monster Perfect Edition, hopefully no one contemplates paying the high price out of stock graphic novels, because you will no doubt save money by purchasing these thicker graphic novels of the Perfect Edition. So yeah, just don't be bewildered by the fact that it's $16 or $17. That's just how it is for these thicker graphic novels. So overall, I recommend Urasawa Naoki's Monster Perfect Edition Volume 1. Definitely, highly recommended. So, okay, everyone, you take care. I will see you later. Wink, wink, and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.